Hi guys, my name is Gia and I'm a junior at Lehigh, and today I'm going to be doing a virtual science experiment with you guys, and this one is based on fruit production. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So this experiment, you will pretend you're an agricultural scientist and help a strawberry farmer who's having problems with low fruit production. We can learn about the factors involved in that fruit production, including plant nutrients, pollination, bees, and the interaction with the surrounding environment. So let's launch it and get going. So it says you are an agricultural scientist working to help fruit farmers with their fruit production. Agricultural scientists are scientists who study how to grow plants or animals for food. Production is agriculture scientists study how those are being produced. Okay, it's loading. So it says plants need sunlight, nutrients, pollination, bees, and a healthy diet, and produce production. We need sunlight. Plants need energy from sunlight. They also need nutrients from the soil. Plants also need to reproduce. If plants are missing one of these things, their population cannot survive and grow. So to learn more about sunlight, plants need energy to grow and stay alive. The energy they need comes from sunlight. Energy from the sun helps the plants make food. Plants use sunlight and water to change matter in air into food or sugar, which is what they eat. If there isn't enough sunlight, plants cannot grow well. Plants that don't get enough sunlight will be smaller, they may change colors, and have droopy leaves. So if we take away the sunlight, this is what our plant will look like. Which of the plants here is not getting enough sunlight? I want you to take a second to guess. Pause the video if you want. The correct answer is B. Plant B is not getting enough sunlight, which is why the leaves look yellow, and the plant is much smaller than plants A and C. Plants need sunlight to grow, but also too much sunlight can burn their leaves and dry them out. Plants also need nutrients to live. Plants get their nutrients from the soil, and the nutrients in the soil enter the plants through their roots. The specific nutrients is minerals, clay, living things, and rocks, and even sometimes bacteria. Plants need these minerals from the soil. The most important minerals are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. If plants don't get enough nutrients, their leaves can become unhealthy and they don't grow as fast. If we take away the nitrogen, if we take away the phosphorus, and if we take away the potassium, you can can see none of the plants will grow as well. Farmers and gardeners can help plants by adding more nutrients to the soil, and they do this by adding compost to the soil. Compost has a lot of nutrients. Which of these plants had the most compost added to their soil? Take a second to guess. C had the most compost added to the soil, which is why the leaves are larger and the plant is taller. Plants need nutrients, but too many nutrients or compost can hurt plants. For plant populations to survive, they have to reproduce, and plants reproduce by pollination. Pollination starts with the flower of a plant. Flowers make nectar and pollen. The nectar of the flower attracts animals. These animals like to eat nectar and pollen because they have sugar and lots of nutrients. So the plants help the animals by making nectar and pollen, but the animals also help the plants. When the animals eat the nectar, they also pick up pollen. They carry the pollen to other flowers. The seeds then grow into more plants. This is a blueberry with seeds. And now it's a blueberry plant. The plants will also make flowers. The flowers will turn into fruit after they are fertilized, and the cycle continues on. So which of these plants has been pollinated the most? C. Blueberry plant C has been pollinated more because it has more berries, and berries are the fruit that are produced by the plant after it is fertilized by pollination. This is the cycle of pollination. Pollination can also happen with wind or water. There are even plants that can pollinate themselves. But the most important pollinator is the bee. Honeybees pollinate more than 80% of all crops. More than 100 important crops are pollinated by honeybees. Without bees, there are no crops, or half the amount. If there isn't enough pollination, the plants cannot reproduce and the plant population is much smaller. A bee's life is all about reproducing. Bees need food to survive and to reproduce. They make honey from the nectar they get from flowers. But the bees use honey, pollen, and nectar for food. Without these foods, bees could not grow and live. Bees work together to help keep their population healthy. Bees do many types of jobs to help their hive, which is their home, survive. To do work and grow, bees need a healthy diet. A healthy diet is a balanced diet of protein, sugar, fats, and vitamins, just like a human would need. Nectar has a lot of sugars, proteins, and vitamins, so it is a good source of energy for bees. Bees also eat pollen because it has proteins, vitamins, and fats. Honey is a good food for bees. It has sugar and vitamins. What would happen if bees got their food from something other than flowers? Sometimes people pollute environments by littering, and bees and other animals can eat that litter. One example is when people throw soda cans on the ground. Soda has a lot of sugar, but does not have any proteins or vitamins. Eating too much sugar is unhealthy, and a healthy diet is a balance of proteins, vitamins, fats, and sugars. In bees, too much sugar can make it easier for them to get diseases. If bee larvae don't get a balanced diet, they will not grow strong and not live as long. This makes adult bees slow, and they cannot do as much work. An unhealthy bee comes from a non-balanced diet. Too much sugar is bad for both bees and humans. For humans, eating too much sugar can make you gain weight. Too much sugar can cause diabetes, liver, blood, teeth, and heart problems. Anthony, a person with diabetes, is getting treatment for kidney failure. His kidney failure was caused by diabetes. The fruit and vegetables you can get from the grocery store have had a long journey. The fruit and vegetables start on a farm as seeds. How well plants grow on a farm is very important to how humans get their food. If there is not enough plant growth on farms, there will not be enough food in the grocery stores. What would happen to a plant size and population if there was less sunlight? It would go down. Plants need sunlight for energy to grow. A plant's size and population will go down with less sunlight. What would happen to a plant's population if there was less reproduction? It would go down. Plants need reproduction to grow their population, and a plant's population will go down with less reproduction. What would happen to a plant's size and population if there was less nutrients in the soil? It would go down. So that is everything we need to know about food production and the environment and how all these factors are interconnected. It's really interesting to see how human littering of soda cans and foods actually in turn impact a bee's life and what they're capable of doing. And if there's no bees, there will be no fruits and vegetables. And those are the things that we eat on a regular basis and need to stay healthy. So really, it comes full circle, which is really cool about this. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. And don't litter. Thanks for watching.